One of the most popular deals from AppSumo is back. This is for deposit photos, and it's not a lifetime deal, it's a codes deal, but it's still very much worth getting hold of. So you can start with 39, 78, 117, you can stack up multiple codes, and it basically gives you one-time credits to use, so 100 one-time photo vector credits, and this time round you also get AI image generation credits, and I'll show you that in a second. Why do people go crazy for this? Well, it's because they have really high quality stock photos. If you don't know Depositphotos and you've not used it before, it's a great stock image website, and you'll see as soon as you land that right now they're running an offer 100 images for £80, which is way more than the AppSumo deal. So that just puts it into context how good a deal it is. You can see you've got photos, vectors, illustrations, and they're all really high quality. Now you will potentially recognize some of these because they aren't exclusive, so I've seen some of these on other sites, but I'll just give you a quick demo. So let's say we're doing I don't know, a gardening niche, overgrown garden, and what I'm going to do is let's pull up, this is on Vista Create, and I'm also going to pull up Yay Images. So if we start with Yay Images, you can see we've got, what's that, 997, and they're good images. There's only really one there that I would consider, here's a couple more. So there's 2, 3, 4, there's a few there, pretty decent. If we go back to Vista Create, so this is people trimming and mowing overgrown gardens. So that's pretty good. And then if we go here, so again, this is more accurately what I would be looking for, which is overgrown gardens, but probably better than the image results. And you can see they're all very high quality. When we click, we can go in and view it. And if you are interested in downloading it, you've got this range of sizes. So by default, it will select the extra large, but you can see some have super, and it goes right down to small, which is actually what I would normally download, and then I would make sure it's the right size for my website. I don't want to use the large one because that's just way too big. I like that when you do a search, it will give you some recommended similar searches. It's a bit like the Amazon approach of other people search for these. I think that's very helpful. I'm not quite sure how we end up. You see, the further across you go, the further away it goes. I'm not quite sure how we get to steampunk, but there you go. So we have a little click on Ivy Wall. So I tend to find that it's a little bit more on point and the quality is a little bit better than other services that I've used. Good search options as well. So whether you want it landscape, portrait, square, and whether you want people in it, exclude people. It's really good filtering options. Now, one thing I haven't tried yet, which I'm going to do live, so this could either be great or terrible, is the image generator. So let's have a look. So here's some ideas. Let's have a look at recently generated. Oh, it's my recently generated. So you see I get 100. So let's again do overgrown garden. Now that's not a very good prompt because I'm not really giving it much in terms of specifics, but let's stick with the theme. So up it goes. Seems like it's working pretty quick, and it looks like I'm going to get 4 back. So good, but I wouldn't say that these were particularly good overgrown gardens. These are just gardens, recently generated. Now let's try something a little bit harder because AI tends to really struggle with hands quite a lot. So to test this, I've asked for a close-up of a potter hand building a vase. So if it's any good at hands, then we'll say, oh, those are very good. Now that's, strictly speaking, as I'm not a potter, but I know a potter, that's not hand building, that's on a wheel, but that makes sense because that's typical pottery. But what I am impressed with is these hands. See, these hands are pretty well detailed. They don't look like they've got extra mutant fingers, which sometimes happens. And they're covered in clay, wet clay as well. So there you go, that's that's pretty impressive. So you don't get music and sound effects with this, and there's no video, but for the price, I think if you want some really high quality images for your work, then this is well worth picking up. One thing to note is the different tiers give you different amounts of photo and vector downloads, so 100, 200, 300 and so on. But on each tier you're only getting, so even if we go to 10 tiers, you're only getting 100 AI image generation credits. It's a one-time deal. I guess that's to get you a little bit hooked, and then maybe you'll buy them direct from them. So if you want to check out the AppSumo page directly, I will put an affiliate link down below. And let me know what you think to this deal. I think it's a pretty good one. Are you going to get it, or are you passing?